Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So yeah, like it's been a while, isn't it, since I uploaded the last video. So I think we'll kick things off with a review of this one, Incident Diplomatique by Jovoy. So this was launched in 2017 and I'll put the notes on the screen, so it'll probably be like in this corner. So Jovoy, they've got a shop in London and one in Paris. So I mean, like the shop itself, it sells mainly like niche and like artisanal fragrances. So not really any like mainstream fragrances. Jovoy, I mean, like they've got their own brand, like their own line of fragrances as well. So this is obviously one of them. So the opening of this, like when you first spray it, I mean, like it's very strong, by the way. Like, I mean, like projection wise, it is pretty strong. Definitely get a lot of patchouli in this one. I mean, it is a bit of a patchouli bomb, to be honest, but it's like that sort of medicinal patchouli. It gets lots of vetiver with it, so it's like sort of like this earthy vetiver, like it's very grassy kind of smelling. So I mean, those two mixed together, it's like it is a bit challenging. Like it's a bit of a challenging fragrance. I think like if you're not used to smelling that, you know, it's different. I mean, saying about the patchouli, actually, it's like a few weeks ago I was sitting in my car just waiting for the tram, and I thought, okay, I'll do a couple of sprays like on my head, like that's where I normally spray like the samples. I thought, so okay, I'll do 2 sprays on my head, on my hair, and then like I'll exit the car straight away, because obviously I know how strong it is. And then just as I was about to do that, a woman pulled up in her car, like right beside me, and I thought, oh, you would, wouldn't you? So obviously, me being a gentleman, you know, it's like I sat in my car, waited for her to get out of her car, and I mean, I'm sitting there like choking, like, well, I mean, it's a bit of an exaggeration, but I mean, I was definitely coughing like a little bit because it's just so strong, like this fragrance, you know. So in the notes, the top notes, you've got orange, like mandarin orange. That definitely adds some freshness to it. Like, you can't really smell it on its own, to be honest, like the orange, but it definitely adds to it, you know. It definitely just freshens it up a bit. And I mean, it's like with the nutmeg as well. Like, I feel like it just adds like a bit of spice to the fragrance. Like, just gives it like a bit of a spicy edge. But again, I mean, you can't smell it on its own, you know. I mean, like if someone didn't say that that was like a note that was in it, like you wouldn't, you know, like you wouldn't guess. So I think it's very well blended fragrance. It's very linear as well, actually. I think like it doesn't change really. So I mean, what you're going to get in the opening, like that's pretty much what you're going to get in the dry down. So like, you know, like it doesn't change, very linear. So the price for this, so the time of recording this video is £160 for 100 ml and £45 for 15 ml. And I always like it when companies do that, when they do like a smaller bottle, you know, because it's like, I mean, 100 ml, to be honest, is quite, like, it's a lot, you know what I mean? Like, there's quite a lot. So I definitely appreciate that when they do like smaller bottle sizes. You probably can get it cheaper. I mean, you know, like if you shop around and that, I mean, you probably can get it a bit cheaper anyway. Samples are available for this, so I got my sample from the Jovoy shop in London, actually. So I mean, you know, it's I mean, I would definitely recommend like sampling it, because like I say, it is quite a challenging fragrance. So I think it's definitely suited for like more kind of like the mature man, so like middle-aged upwards, I would say, ideally. I mean, of course, like, you know, I mean, you can wear like whatever you want, you know what I mean, but I just think ideally it's like, I kind of, you know, I kind of envision like, yeah, some guy, you know, he's like smartly dressed, wearing a suit, just like ready for a night out, going to a restaurant or whatever, like maybe like a businessman, you know, because it's like it's got that smell to it, you know. I mean, it smells like very sophisticated, like it smells like money, to be honest. Like this one, like it's just got that vibe to it. I mean, obviously that's my opinion anyway, you know, but and lastly, the performance on this, I think the overall performance, I mean, like it's decent. So, very strong projection in the opening, but just overall, just decent, really. So yeah, that's my review of this fragrance. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.